So 2018 for me was the year of opportunity. It was the year that I finally became an uncle. Good job. It was the year that financially was a really good year for me. I made more money than years before combined. I've started a new project, a new career path that I saw as the next slingshot to my next level of development. I bought my dream car, right? I still have a lot of fun with it. So 2018 overall was a very good year for me. Now 2019 was a interesting year for me because 2019 was a year of letting go. 2018 was the year of opportunity. 2019 was the year of simply letting go. In 2019, I had to say goodbye to the career that I started in 2018 or the project that I started simply because I realized that that wasn't what I wanted. Working in that environment specifically was not the thing that I felt was good for me. So I had to walk away. I had to walk away from something that I felt was really good for me at first, just realizing later that it wasn't that good as I thought. And then I was faced with this question that I'm sure a lot of people have, and that is, what now? Suddenly I was out in the streets again, had no clear path ahead of me, wasn't sure what to do. Financially, I stacked up I've done the worst thing you can do and put all my eggs in one basket. So financially, I was like at a standstill because I left my old business to start to pursue that new project. Now what? I didn't know how to continue. But then another thing followed. My relationship for 7 years had ended. On and off, we were together on and off, but it officially ended after 7 years. 5 years of like really committed, serious relationships, and 2 years of like seeing where we're at, and then it ended like for real. Like there was no coming back. And now I didn't even realize how much I was, I wouldn't say dependent, but I would say connected, and how much I was basing myself on that old previous relationship. So now, again, another door opened where I lost ground under my feet. Again, I didn't know how to continue. The future that I felt was possible for me suddenly became impossible. The light that I saw at the end of the tunnel appeared just to be a street light, just a light in the tunnel. What I realized is there's darkness ahead, so I have to keep going. And then the third thing that I had to let go was in these 7 years, I was also working full time as a dating coach. I helped guys become great with women. I helped them build confidence and skills that they need to approach a girl, start a conversation, keep it up, and so on and so forth to get a date. I was successful at it, but I felt like it was a stage that it was coming to an end. And there was no other way to end it but to end it. So I ended that as well. So I had three things that I ended in 2019. Ended a career path, a project that I started. Second, my relationship. And third one, my old job, my old quote unquote job, my old identity. So now I was completely lost of the future. I did not know who I was anymore and what is it that I want anymore, nor where am I going anymore. Everything went away. But here's one thing that I've learned. When you take away of the things that are in your life, you automatically make room for something else. You automatically make room for new things to come into your life. When you are able to let go of the old, you make room for new. And that's what happened. Not immediately, of course. At first, what I had to do was just run. All I had to do was just start walking and keep going. I had to rebuild myself altogether. I had to rebuild and reshape who I thought I was as a coach, as a person. I had to reshape my identity around relationships because I saw myself as a guy kind of in a relationship and kind of with a set future. I saw myself with a specific person, and now it was gone. So I had to reshape that identity again. I had to figure out, what do I even want? And I had to reshape my career identity, my career path ahead of me, how I want to proceed. So I started with something very simple. I started with daily action steps. And I kept at it, and I kept at it, and soon, and eventually, not even soon, but a couple of months in, I started seeing progress. I started seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And when I say the light at the end of the tunnel, what I mean specifically is I started seeing the vision of how things can work. I started seeing the new life that's ahead of me. Because my old life ended. It stopped. It does not exist anymore. So I had to come up with a new thing, with a new life. That's what I've done. So what's my point here? My point is that if you're at a new beginning, let's say a new beginning in life, and you're afraid of it, as someone who has walked that path, let me just say that it is very scary to start over. However, remember the quote, remember the saying, when you remove the old, you make room for the new. It's going to be uncomfortable at first because you're used to something that was on you. Like even subconsciously, you were used to that thing in your life and now it's gone. It's kind of like taking your clothes off in a park full of people, right? It just feels uncomfortable. I mean, for some of us, right? So it's going to feel uncomfortable for a while, but then you just have to keep walking. You just have to keep going with the right steps in the right direction. Even if it's the wrong direction, actually, let me go back. Even if it's the wrong direction, you just have to keep going because then you're going to realize, okay, it's the wrong direction. It's not where I want to go. So you're going to turn, you're going to try something else. It's scary, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. You're going to find something new. You're going to find your new vision. You're going to find your new thing. If it's a job, you're going to find a new one. If it's a relationship, you're going to find a new one. You're going to find yourself first, the new version of you, but you're going to find a new relationship as well. Whatever it is, don't worry. That's the message of the video. Don't worry. Life is full of ups and downs, and that's okay. Let's just enjoy the wave. Let's just say, as my friend says, fuck it. Let's enjoy life for 1 second. And let's not be so scared of it. Because maybe it's not that scary. At the end, it kills us all. So, who cares? Let's enjoy it while it lasts. We only have one. Let's enjoy it. So, don't worry. Wherever you are, keep going. The light will appear. Smile. Take a deep breath. Exhale. You're going to be okay. Bye-bye.